Hal, we started the show Happy Clappy with Glenn Kirshner, who believes justice is coming, and then noted, blocking buzzkill John Fugelsang, who says that Trump is never going to prison. And now, here we are back to you, Happy. I'm going to guess you're Happy Clappy on justice, given that Fonnie Willis this week,
Let me brighten everybody's day. I will fix this for both John and for Glenn, because it's what I do.
Yes, it is.
Trump is in prison now, and I don't mean in a, oh my God, Hillary's in Gitmo. The man is in a box of his own making. It's one thing to be in a gray, 9x9 prison cell.
Think of him as a bad orange mime.
That's right. Yeah, but imagine being in, surrounded by things like, I guess, I don't know if Mar-a-Lago counts as luxury, but let's just play along.
Yeah.
You've got all the trappings of it. You should be fine. You can golf. You can almost go anywhere you want. Obviously, you have issues with leaving to go to certain countries at this point, but that's your own problem on a personal level. But imagine having all that and feeling more and more trapped every single day. And the only place you have any freedom is shouting angrily via text into your own dying social media platform. I have to tell you, I am in no hurry for Trump to go to jail, because the day he goes to jail will be the most relaxed day of his life. Being truly and totally screwed it can be a relief for some people who've been waiting for this day forever. But the lead up to it, the constant revelation, because remember, he's not only worried about the crimes that he knows they know about, he's worried about the crimes they don't know about. Because that's how these cascades happen.
So your point is he is a bad orange mime in a wind.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. As Fugelsang says, he's afraid of two things: a strong woman, Fonnie Willis, and a strong wind, because his hair is.
Yes, right. Well, he's also, quite frankly, afraid of his myth falling apart. And again, before you put him in jail, his myth has to die.
Yes.
And because if it doesn't, then the crazies will come out and they'll harm Americans by, shooting up state capitals and all the stuff that they dream about doing, which they're doing less and less. And you can tell that the tide has turned, because with Nikki Haley coming in, by the way, Nikki Haley's never going to be president. Republicans aren't going to let her be president. A woman?
She's
are you kidding
brown.
me? Republicans are going to let
She's
woman
brown
run?
and she has a vagina.
Exactly. It's not going to happen. It's like that's on their no checklist. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And so it's sweet and whatever.
Aww.
But and they're not going to let her be vice president, because they're going to elect somebody who might keel over. Yes. And they know this, and they're worried about it.
By the way, is it wrong to hope for a strong wind on the day Trump is arrested? So that shot of him with and he's in handcuffs, so he can't do anything with his hair, because he can't, Yeah,
and it should he should be wearing a MAGA or one of those Magoo hats that he has. You make America great over and over, and just watch it blow off. And he didn't bother to do his due that day because he thought he was going to prison. So who cares? He thinks it's like the military and they're going to shave his head. So he didn't even bother. And then off it goes. And then it looks like an open can lid on an old Popeye spinach tin. It's just sitting up.
Yeah. Hal Sparks had to be the one to tell us, though. Apparently, John has a new children's show called Little Bunny You and the Coked Up Cottontail. I did not know that, Hal.
Yeah. John Jr.'s on coke. If you ever watch, it's like a little puppet show he always does with his two little bunny sidekicks that are just it's these little coked out rabbits that just sit on either side of him and basically cheer him on as he reads. Most people think those are air quotes. No, this is two little bunny characters that are like, look, Don, you can read. And it's a fantastic children's show that children should not watch.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
Yeah.
I love that they're talking about what's on Hunter's laptop. And he apparently puts those videos out himself of him completely coked up, allegedly.
Right. Also, for the record, you notice there's no denial in any of this. He talked lately about how that's become the norm when discussing him, is how blazingly full of coke he is. And he'll repeat what's said and go, and then that's it. He won't say, which is, of course, ridiculous. I don't do drugs.
Right.
Like that, that phrase.
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. I hope you'll join me on my new audio podcast, Justice Matters. I'll be using my 30 years as a federal prosecutor and Army JAG to unpack, break down, and explain the legal issues of the day, particularly where the legal intersects with the political. Please look for Justice Matters with Glenn Kirshner wherever you generally get your podcasts.